Welcome to Antidotum Airshow Leszno. This is a show where you see a little bit of everything.
Leszno certainly does not disappoint. I can't wait for the next few hours to unfold because this is an air show like no other.
Dedicated to a good friend and a tiger. Galeb, blue skies to you.
There are some aggressive looking clouds around. We are evacuating the roof.
The end of the world was happening when that storm hit the airfield in Twilight of the Gods.
Excellent news, the public are now back on site.
Go-ahead was given to resume flying.
Welcome to Antidotum Airshow 2026. This, an airshow that has it all. Big and small, military and civilian, old and new, daytime and nighttime. Ben Donnell joins me in commentary for this short 20-minute recap.
It's fantastic to be at this absolutely brilliant event. I can't wait for the next few hours to unfold because this is an air show like no other.
It most certainly is. There is a longer 2.5-hour version of this programme on Plains TV's streaming service, featuring the best of all the displays, filmed across 3 days.
Sure, display. This northeast got completed. We're ready for display anytime. Northeast for display. Now, that is display for display.
Well, now we have the next display about to commence, the NH-90 Tactical Transport Helicopter. And now we're going to see the really impressive yaw authority of this helicopter. It's going to rotate 90 degrees and stop, 90 degrees again, and stopping again, and now 180 degrees to face back towards us. And about to perform a spiralling climb, ascending now at 2,000 feet per minute and rotating at 45 degrees per second. From Transport Hubschrauber Regiment 10 of the German Army and flown by Markus Doring and Lars Nissen, that was the NH-90 Tactical Transport Helicopter.
Viggen display when you're ready. Box is clear. Clear for display.
We're looking out for one of the most dramatic fast jets in aviation history.
There was certainly a point in time in the early 70s where you could have argued the Viggen was the most advanced combat aircraft in the skies in terms of its aerodynamics, in terms of its electronics, and in terms of its performance. It was an incredible aircraft all round, capable of flying extremely fast, greater than Mach 2, at very high altitudes, and it could take on a huge variety of different roles with a very substantial weapons payload, including some very cumbersome anti-ship missiles, all while retaining its fabulous performance.
Sweden's always had incredibly demanding requirements for its combat aircraft, not least because of the doctrine it developed during the Cold War of operating aircraft off public road strips in the event of wartime, and of course training for that capability regularly. Here we're delighted to welcome a combat veteran from World War II to Leszno, the Supermarine Spitfire LF9.
Well then, now it is time for something very special indeed. Arriving over the distant horizon from the right-hand side, this is the German Air Force tactical display. We're now coming towards the end of the formation section of this display. The aircraft shall be conducting a break. They're going to approach from the left, and as they come towards us, the A400M will ease up and out, performing a steep climb followed by a wing over. Following from the left, the Tornado. Tornado is a swing-wing variable geometry aircraft. It conducted its last pass with the wings in the forward position at 25 degrees of sweep. But during this turn, the wings have been swept backwards to 67 degrees, and it now comes back for its final pass from the right. Unknown aircraft has now been detected flying towards the display area. The two Eurofighters have been called to abandon their combat training, and they've been retasked to intercept and identify the threat. Watch the lead Eurofighter rocking its wings to say, "Follow me." QRA missions are always launched in pairs, with one aircraft approaching the target to conduct a close inspection, while the other hangs back by about 500 metres to monitor the situation. It will be the job of that second aircraft to use its weapons if the target aircraft is found to be hostile. The target aircraft is now turning onto final approach, and the two Eurofighters will remain with it for as long as possible before accelerating away and returning to base. The A400M, which is playing the part of the intruder today, will perform a low overshoot before moving into the final phase of this display. We're now going to see a demonstration of that power as the aircraft pitches up into a zoom climb from 500 feet to 2,000 feet with a wing over at the top. Well, we do love a surprise at the Antidotum Airshow. It wouldn't be the Antidotum Airshow without a few surprises. And we have one such surprise, the Wizz Air Airbus A321neo.
It's a debut for this display at Antidotum Airshow Leszno, a sign once again of the esteem in which this event is increasingly being held by the world's air arms. This is the F-16C of the Turkish Air Force. This is SoloTurk.
Turkey operates 235 F-16s. The first were acquired in 1987, and many of those 235 aircraft were assembled locally by Turkish aerospace industries. Of G2A Galebs, and they come from a relatively new Serbian outfit called Galeb Team. In 1957, Yugoslavia's VTI, their Aeronautical Technical Institute, commenced design work on an aircraft that could replace the T-33 Shooting Star, which was at the time the most commonly used jet trainer in the Yugoslavian Air Force. .248 G2s were built, mostly for the Yugoslavian Air Force. Quite a few other countries did order the type, including Bosnia and Zambia, for example, but a lot of them just operated 2 or 3 examples each. raise to the skies because the Limb 5 is in the vicinity. The MiG-17 was an immensely feared aircraft during the opening phases of the Vietnam War. It was based on the older MiG-15, the Soviet Union's first operational jet fighter, powered by the same Klimov engine, but with subtle aerodynamic improvements which allowed for faster speeds. Well, now a very special formation as we pay tribute to a man who was very much a part of this event and of the wider airshow community. With this special flypast, we remember our friend Slab.
Antidotum, we are the Slab formation. The next pass is dedicated to a good friend, an excellent pilot, and a tiger. Slab, blue skies to you.
Display performed by one of Slab's closest friends on the airshow circuit, Alex Callsign Noble, in the Eurofighter EF-2000. But now we have, from the Hungarian Air Force, the Saab Jas-39C Gripen.
A new display pilot for the 2026 season in the form of Lieutenant Shongor Mesharos, and this is a fleet that's been ramping up its capabilities all the time. In February 2024, a contract was finalised for 4 more Gripen Cs like this, bringing the fleet up to 18.
And I think we might be about to see the vent and burn that is such an important part of this display. There it is, absolutely fabulous. Well, I can hear the music and I can see the flying dragons out in front of us and illuminated in the colours of the Polish flag. This is the Flying Dragons. It is time for the Antidotum Airshow Leszno Grand Finale. You have been watching the combined efforts of Heli Solution, Luca Baumann, the Polish Sparks, the Firemoths, Aerosparks, FS Show, Fireworks by Nakaja Art, and music composed by Kasper Statowiak. To see that reaction from the crowd, I'm uncharacteristically emotional, I'm afraid. You can watch much more of that and all of the other displays that took place in our 2.5-hour highlights programme on Plains TV's streaming service. But for now, from all of the Plains TV team here in Leszno, goodbye.